Hey family, day 3 aboard Scarlet Lady. Today we are in Cozumel. As I said before, we were initially supposed to go to Key West and to Bimini, but because of the weather, because of the wind, because of the rain, they had to change the itinerary. So it's time to pivot, and so we have to get used to, as cruisers, to pivoting and changing our plans from time to time. And so I went upstairs already, and it looks a little gloomy, and so it looks like it's probably going to rain here and there. It's an overcast, so I'm going to probably go outside, try to go outside. We were here from 8 o'clock. It's now around 9:30. So when it is a port that I do not have an itinerary, why rush off the ship? Let those individuals that have all the excursions rush off the ship, so that hopefully by the time I go to get off the ship, I can easily go off the ship with ease. And so the one thing I noticed about Virgin Voyages right away, I didn't hear an announcement. And I was up kind of pretty early. I was up before 8 o'clock. I didn't hear an announcement saying that we're here, that we can get off the ship. I didn't hear an announcement saying what floor we can get off the ship. So the information is just different from what I'm used to in other ships. Other ships, they would make an announcement saying gangway, this floor, midship, forward, whatever. They would let you know, okay, don't wait near the gangway. We're still waiting for clearance. Just something, just some direction as to what it is. Even like, okay, you need your passport, or you just need your driver's license, some form of identification. And I didn't really hear anything. I did call the guest services desk, and they were able to help me and let me know what floor I need to get off and what part of the floor I need to get off as well. So no excursion planned. So I'm just going to just walk around and show you what it looks like. Maybe I'll show you what it looks like just in case you have not been to this part of the port before, because it's different from where, for example, Carnival comes to when they get to Cozumel. And so I've been to this port before. You can do shopping, but it's a lot of souvenir based stores. And so I guess you can just go from store to store to see what's the better deal. So let's go. Enough talking. So come along with me on this journey. Day 3, Cozumel, Scarlet Lady. Wow, disappointment after disappointment. I just saw a notification in the app saying that because of the weather that the ferries have been canceled. And so the ferries would be going from Cozumel to the mainland on Mexico. And so unfortunate for those individuals who needed the ferry to go to the mainland for their excursions, that it looks like maybe their excursions may be canceled as well. And so if they didn't do an excursion in Cozumel itself, I'm sure that their excursions will be canceled. So so sorry for those individuals who had excursions going to Chichen Itza and different places on mainland Mexico. And so just another change. It's disappointing, but you know, we just have to pivot when it comes to these cruises, when it comes to the weather, and you know, not to get too upset about it. You know, you'll get your excursions reimbursed, and if you have insurance, people, just submit the claims, get the letter saying that the ports of call were canceled or things of that nature, and so that you can get reimbursed a little bit through your insurance. So I'm heading outside. Hopefully I can head outside. The weather was overcast. I'm not sure if it's raining. If I cannot, I will have to pivot again and do something else. So I do have an umbrella, but it's a small umbrella, and it looks like it's a little walk to get into the main building, the main terminal building. So it's not like right there, get off the ship and you're in the building. So let's see what happens. I'm heading down now. Let's go. So I'm off the ship right now. It's not raining. It's still overcast. So I'm just going to kind of show you what I am looking at for this port if you've never been to this port at Cozumel. Let me turn it around. So this is the port, walking the water. This is Virgin. I may have to get me a picture with it as well. Okay, so it's a little bit of walk. It's not right here, the terminal, but they do have these bikes. So if you cannot walk, if you have mobility issues, just get one of those bikes. It will take you to the terminal building. You see how overcast it is? So I guess these are what you consider the catamaran. So if there's an excursion using the catamaran, I guess they'll still go, but the ferries are not running. So I see people still lined up for excursions, and so when we get closer to the building, I'll show you around in the building. So the sun is coming out a little bit, so hopefully that's a good thing. I don't have to run back to the ship because it's pouring or hide in a building. You know, I have an umbrella, but it's very small, so you know, I don't like doing that, especially if it's windy and raining. I'm just gonna get wet regardless of this small umbrella. All right, almost at the building. So just got past like the security inspection. There was a man with a dog, and so let me show you around this port. And so as you see, there's a lot of places right away that you can shop. Pharmacy, I know a lot of people like to come to the pharmacy and buy some things while they're in Mexico. Mexican leather, duty free, and there's more stuff upstairs as well. So let's head on upstairs, see what's there. So I am upstairs now, walking. This is how it looks. You will have a lot of people vying for your business, wanting you to come into their store. Then you could go downstairs again, and there's more things downstairs, places to eat. But let's just stay up here for now. So a lot of stores. If you want your souvenirs, you can come get your souvenirs. Get your hair braided, or bracelets. There's so much. So you can really like price match then. There's so many stores more or less selling similar items. Then you can go and walk back and forth, price match. Diamonds International is here as well. A lot of stores. There's no way you cannot leave Cozumel without some type of souvenir. Liquor store, get your tequila. So, what do you think so far? A lot of places. There's your Cozumel sign. So get your pictures with the Cozumel sign. And just a little bit of people who have some performance art. I'll just take you around here. some last minute tours right here. So up here is just pure shopping. So I'll just go downstairs so I can show you some of the places that they have to eat. Some jewelry right here. So there's every tour, every port, there's going to be a place where you can do some last minute tours. And so if you don't see something on the cruise ship too expensive, then you just do the last minute tours when you get off the ship. A lot of times it may be more economical than booking an excursion on a ship. A little tip for the day. We're here till 8 p.m. tonight. We have to get back on board around 7:30. One of the things they say is a plus with booking on the cruise ship is that if for whatever reason the tour is late coming back to the ship, they will wait for you. We got here at 8 a.m. So if you know you're not booking an excursion through the ship, because of that, try to get off the ship as early as possible. Get on a tour so that you have plenty of time to come back to the port, shop. Plenty of time. You don't have to be rushing. You don't have to be running back to the port. You don't have to be in danger of being left. So just do that. So don't just get off the port and stroll off late in the afternoon and your tour is a few hours long and then you're rushing back to the port. God forbid there's an issue. So if I was booking an excursion and I did not book it through the cruise and I came to this port, I would have gotten off at 8 o'clock, see what they have, based upon the price, based upon what I'm interested in, knowing that, especially since they said that there's no ferries going to the mainland, that I should be able to have enough time to do what I need to do, get back on the ship, and I don't have to be one of those individuals running back to the ship. So let me go downstairs and show you some of the things that they have to eat. So heading downstairs now. So Diamonds International looks like it's a 2-story building. And down here you will find even more places to shop. So price match, walk around if you have the time. See, when you cannot price match and you're rushing is when you're rushing back to the ship. But if you have time, price match and see what is around, and so that you can get what you need at a good cost. Some places may even bargain with you, you know, so try to see if you can even bargain with some places. Here is some places now. We're getting to some food, you know. Fat Tuesdays is here. Get your liquor on. There's not a lot of places. More pharmacy. More places to book some tours. Well, nobody's here right now. Taxi services. Here's another place to eat. Banana and Company. This looked like Hooters used to be here, maybe. But it looked like it's just a sign. Oh, here go this Hooters over here. In the distance. It's very slippery. I almost slipped. So Hooters is in the distance. You need your Starbucks fix. Your Starbucks coffee is here. There's another restaurant called Alberto's Bar and Club Restaurant right here. And then now you have access to the street. And if there's something that you need to see or you want to see, you can go on the street and see it. So here is the other side of Hooters. I'm walking down the street now. Look like it's pretty much empty. I mean, the only reason I mentioned Hooters is because if you just want something different, you know, you feel for some good wings, whatever your option is. And here is Senior Frogs. Have you ever heard of Senior Frogs? So you just have to walk a little bit down the street and you have Senior Frogs and more places to shop over here. But here is Senior Frogs. And here's our ship. So I also want to come down here also because if you walk down a little bit further, you probably could get some good pictures of the ship. Right across the street, which I'm going soon. I want to try to get me a nice picture of the ship. And some local vendors are here. And I'm not going to go too much further down, but I just kind of just want to show you a little bit of what is. I just want to show you a little bit of what is outside of the port. You know, it's daytime. It's a touristy area. A lot of people are walking also. You know, I know a lot of people are so frightened to do certain things. If there was an element of danger, they will let you know. They would tell you, don't go too far outside of the port. Stay at the port, what have you. Only do an excursion. So down in the distance, you see a 7-Eleven. So there are things that are outside of the port. You can see it. I'm just trying to walk a little closer before I cross the street. So you see the 7-Eleven in the distance, you know, and this is, see the ship? I'm gonna try to get me a picture right here of this ship, you know, beautiful. And we are in port with Disney as well. So the ship, up close and personal. I'm gonna try to take a picture of it now. What do you think for the thumbnail, guys? Just an overview of what I'm looking at so you can see it. So I just took my pictures of Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady, but as I was alluding to earlier, if for some reason there is danger at the port, one of two things will happen. Either they won't come here at all, or there will be some notification that you should stay at the port or only go with excursions, booked excursions. You know, they will let you know if there's some element of danger. And so there's a lot of people out here just walking out of the port. I'm not sure where they're going. Maybe they heard of a restaurant. Maybe they're walking to a nearby beach, whatever it is. And so I'm a solo cruiser. A lot of times people are like, oh, I don't know if I'd want to do that by myself. I don't know if I could do traveling by myself. You always got to be careful, listen up, hear what's going on, and you will be notified if something is too dangerous for you. So it's different, even though this is an all-inclusive like ship, it is different than going on a mainland. A lot of times you will go to a all-inclusive resort. You go to this all-inclusive resort, you stay at the resort, and so you don't really know much element of danger outside of where you're going. So that's why a lot of people get in trouble. They will leave the resort and they say, oh, just want to go amongst the people, and then next thing something happens, they get robbed, whatever. And so, you know, you always got to be careful. So I'm heading back now to the port area. I may want to buy me something myself, and then I will get back on the ship. I'm glad that it is getting sunny, and so get back on the ship. I'll have an empty ship to kind of like roam and do whatever I want to do. And so let's go. Another tip for the day: if you just wait a little bit until, you know, an hour after, so if you know that you're not doing an excursion, these shops are empty. And so you can kind of get in these shops, do some shopping, and you don't have a lot of people stepping all over you, right? And all in your way, and you're trying to get to the register. And so that's also another benefit, another tip for you. So I'm back near my ship, so I got a closer look. And so the Disney ship is the Disney Magic. Have you ever seen her in person? Let me just turn this around so you can see this Disney Magic. That is the ship, Disney Magic. Back up a little bit. Whoa. Nice size ship. So I'm getting ready to head back on the ship. Probably get some lunch. I don't see much on the agenda. I guess days that they are in port, they really don't have a lot of stuff on the agenda. They do have some fitness things, Zumba and things of that nature, but when it comes to actual events, I've only seen really maybe one trivia. So a lot of the things they have on today are geared towards the night, and so I guess I can chill around the ship. The ship will be more or less empty, and then I can get something to eat, and then just wait and see what they have for tonight. Back in my room, easy breezy. I enjoyed myself at the port. I didn't want to eat at the port. I want to just come back on the ship and just chill in the ship. And so I just want to show you the port if you've never been at this side of the port. I know, as I said, Carnival docks somewhere else. So this is a different side of the port, and you can see what they have, the many places you can go shop, the places you can go eat. If you want to explore outside of the port a little bit, just walk a little bit ways, and there's more places to eat, shop, get some nice views of the ship. And so I just want to share that with you. And so let me show you what I got. So I've been to Mexico before, and I've gotten these type of bags, these types of knit bags. And so I love these type of bags. See how it looks? And so I got this bag. I'm probably gonna keep one of these bags. I have another one that's smaller home, so I'm probably gonna keep one of these bags just when I travel. So something just to throw on my back, and just have something just in case I need something of that nature. So I just keep it ready in my suitcase to go. So I am going to get me something to eat. So come along with me on this journey. Oh my God, guys. I just looked at my agenda, and because of the itinerary changes, I did not realize I had a reservation at 11 for Razzle Dazzle. So that's where I'm going right now. Walking into Razzle Dazzle.
So you're in this video.
Walking into Razzle Dazzle. Hopefully I'm not too late. Tip number 2, make sure you look at your reservations when the itinerary has changed for the ports of call. Almost forgot that I had this reservation for Razzle Dazzle. So I'm here now, and I'm glad that I caught it and looked at my agenda. So I'm going to show you what the menu looks like and try to get something to eat. So I ordered the avocado toast, and I also ordered the just regular breakfast, but it's kind of like vegan breakfast. I'll see how that tastes. But it did come with a side of bacon, so I asked for the side of bacon. And then I'll see how much room I have for dessert. I was looking at the chicken sandwich, so I was kind of like feeling like I wanted to get that. But if I am still hungry, then I'll just take that right back to my room. So let's see how it is. So Razzle Dazzle is more or less like a vegan vegetarian restaurant, but they do have some things like the chicken sandwich just in case you just want something more. So let's see how the food is. Hopefully it's good, and I'll let you know the good, the bad, the indifferent. So here is the avio toast. I'll let you know how it is. Let's try it. It's okay. I think it needs some salt and pepper or something. Hold on. It's supposed to have sriracha and stuff like that, but now I'm tasting the cake. It just needs a little bit more salt and pepper. It came with the citrus, the lime, so. 3 out of 5. Definitely 3 out of 5. It needs that salt, needs a little bit more cake. Alright, so the next is the breakfast, the eggs, the sausage, the impossible sausage, potatoes, mushroom, and a tomato, and some bacon. This is the bacon. And this is the breakfast. The egg, the potatoes, the mushrooms.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be fun to go with like a bunch of.
Let me dig in and I'll let you know what I thought. First taste of the sausage. Flavorful. The eggs are scrambled. They seem fluffy. It's not wet.
You should. It's beautiful.
Delicious. I like a little salt and pepper in my egg, so I won't judge them for that.
There's a lot to do. Mostly just
The potatoes.
Yeah, there's like literally a whole entire street of
Flavorful.
Yeah, and shops.
The mushrooms. Flavorful, earthy, as mushrooms are. And the bacon.
Yep. And the bars there.
They said it was slightly candied.
Yeah.
Delicious, oh my god.
That's always fun.
Oh, there's like a little bit. There's a little heat with it as well. That was surprising. So it's not only sweet, but it has heat. Wow. That is delicious. Be careful of the heat. 5 out of 5. I love this. So let me finish this and then order dessert, or if I'm not too stuffed, maybe I'll order something else and take back to the room. For dessert, I ordered the Razzle cake, so let's see how it is. Let's try it. Very delicious. Not too sweet. Layers of flavor. Love it. You gotta try it for yourself when you come here. The Razzle cake. 5 out of 5. Hey fam, so getting ready to go about and enjoy my evening. So I'm going to have something to eat, and then I have some things on the agenda. So let me get out of here. I don't have an evening reservation for dinner, so I'm going to go to what they call the Galley. And so it is not a buffet. To me, it's more like a food court with different places you can go and get something to eat. And then I have some shows set up in my agenda to go and enjoy. So come along with me on this journey. Let's go. So this is the Galley. This is how it looks. Food here. You can have some items that you could just kind of take with you. These boxes. You just kind of like sit around. This is bento baby. Bento boxes. Sushi. We have dinner and dash. You have the burger bar. Well bread. And some more things over here. The daily mix. Tap that hot. I guess to get your coffee. Back there is Gun Bay, that's a Korean barbecue restaurant. This is the sweet side. Get your sweet fix. Get your water over here. So as you see, it's not a buffet, it's like a food court. Here you can get some pops. Get some tacos, taco about it. Let me see if there's anything more back here. So this is the first time I'm actually coming all the way in. Noodle around. I guess they're not open yet. Hot off the press. I'm thinking maybe those are like paninis. And we have some nice views of the outside from back here. So that's the Galley. So there's a lot of places to eat. You just gotta come up here and choose it. But obviously it seems like things are not open all the time. So they open up at different times. So if you don't want to feel like sitting down at a restaurant and you want something quick, hopefully it's quick. Now, if I order something and it takes forever, I'm gonna let you know that too. But I'm just trying to show you what this Galley looks like. So no buffets, just Galley, which is kind of like a food court situation. And so let me get something to eat. I have this music in the background, so let me talk quick. I've decided to get sweet and sour chicken with fried rice from Dine and Dash. And they do have all day breakfast if you want right there as well. So this is a daily special that they have at Dine and Dash, so I guess this will change all the time. The chicken is good. I added a little soy sauce, which is on the table by the way. And so, good to go for me. I'm gonna eat this and on to the next things for the evening. Hey fam, I went to this event called Ships in the Night. They said not to record, but what did I think? It was awesome. One person sang, but there were dancers and dancing throughout the show. You have to go see it if you come on this ship. I was supposed to go to another event called Stargazers, but it rained out, unfortunately. But thank you for coming with me on day 3. See you on day 4. I'm here at the pizza joint. I'm gonna have some pizza and just call it a night. See you on day 4.